This segment of Panther Sports Talk is brought to you by CFU, the power of service.
Welcome back to Panther Sports Talk, sitting down with UNI Hall of Famer Mark Farley. It was Hall of Fame weekend last week as a great group inducted in the UNI Athletics Hall of Fame. A football player, Ray Peterson, played from 1964 to 67, and quite an impressive player who played under Coach Stan Sheriff as well.
Exactly. I spent some time with him on Friday night, and it was nice to hear him speak of Stan Sheriff and his memories of Stan Sheriff, and also he played for Donnie Ruscia. And I think Coach Ruscia was a big factor of him being nominated for the Hall of Fame. And it's hard to get offensive linemen, defensive linemen in the Hall of Fame unless you really have that person that was really connected and knew how important that person was at that time to football. And Coach Ruscia was the one that really led that charge, and by my understanding, Mr. Peterson was an outstanding player for the University of Northern Iowa.
He's the last Panther to play both offensively and defensively, starting for UNI. Hard to imagine that in this day of football. And looking back more about Stan Sheriff, coach from 1960 to 1982, and Coach Ruscia, such a big part of the UNI coaching, UNI Panther football. How have you kind of learned from them and kind of modeled maybe after what they have done and their legacy they left here at UNI?
Well, I've always believed that you really got to know the past to really move anything forward in the future in the right direction, because your past is your future. And Coach Ruscia is a huge part of that. He is the encyclopedia of UNI football program that can still tell you the stories and the men that played the game and what they did for each team. And so I think you need that. You need your past for that foundation, but it's all about the current football team that represents your team now, that represents us all as former players, that they have to perform at the level of expectations of what the guys before have laid the foundation for.
A lot of Panther greats in the UNI Athletics Hall of Fame.